Hello and welcome back to the Yogis Pod. So what I'm about to show you is something that I've posted on Instagram and the YouTube community page here. You can follow the Yogis Pod on IG. I have actually begun posting more often there, and we have really profound discussions from time to time. So drop a follow because you're missing out on that. Anyways, so this is the post I wrote. You want grand spiritual experiences. You want to feel powerful with siddhis. You want people to look up to you as a great spiritual person. But you can't see the love your parents have for you. You don't accept your friends. You don't respect the people you see on the streets. You somehow find a reason to look down upon everyone. And now you want enlightenment and to be one with everything and everyone. So it's quite a simple thing that I thought I would, share on this post. And on the comment section is where things get a little interesting. So we had one comment here which said, "Nah, I don't want any of this. Creation is meaningless and cruel." If you're saying it's meaningless and then you say it's cruel, cruel is ascribing a meaning to it. So anyways, I won't dissect it like that. But anyways, let's go on. "I want all created to be destroyed and made one with the Creator. Then have an expansive, eternal nothing. Only then will there be peace in true nothingness. Many will ridicule my words, willfully deny it, and that's the very technology that pushes you to be that way, in the same way that if you held your breath, you'll find your own body becomes a form of bondage. Eternal, meaningless movement of ruthless, illusory, linear paths that all fall so that this existence can continue to feed upon itself like a monster, only to continue the same is what the true atrocity is. I don't want spiritual experiences, humanly experiences, hellish experiences, nor do I want enlightenment or any other nonsense, whether deemed good or bad. I want it all finished, all at once now." So this is what this guy posted. I responded with this comment. I said, "Sir, would you like a side of fries with the order of your custom-made universe to your liking?" I thought it was funny, but then the guy went, "Not sure what that even is supposed to mean in terms of your intent. Seems sarcastic and rude, despite me never expressing that towards you. And yes, I would. I don't think it's so irrational and too much to ask to have a gift given right, instead of a ruthless existence with no actual compassion where you get responses like this. If you ever dare speak truth in that this isn't all sunshine and rainbows. And I shouldn't have to adapt to a hellish realm that will simply consume me soon enough. If there's a perfect creator, no, not even that. If there was ever nothingness, then to have an ever-changing anything that is all subject to defilement and degradation all for nothing is an atrocity. If you're going to play intellectual or pretend Sadhguru with these photos, then at least don't respond with back of the school bus responses like this." Then I responded, "It was intended as a jibe at how, according to you, the entire universe or creation or creator is just not up to your expectations. You say the universe is cruel and ruthless, and you have concluded your current projections as absolute truths, which closes you off to any new experience of life. Nobody is saying it's all sunshine and rainbows. Believe me, I have experienced my share of pain and hell in life too. But if you see the whole creation as hellish, well, I guess that's how you have chosen to see life, and you will be proven right. I understand how you may have perceived my jibe as rude, and I genuinely apologize, as I did not intend to hurt you. But humor me here for a moment. I think in your current state, any perspective which doesn't agree with you will poke you. Because it's not just me who's rubbing you the wrong way, it's everything. When the whole of creation and the creator is not perfect in your eyes, I'm not surprised that I didn't pass the bar for you as well. Compassion is not always coddling someone and affirming their limited beliefs. It's sometimes calling them out on their bullshit. You can wallow in your depressive hole, or you can admit that maybe you have let your negative thought processes spiral out of control. Maybe you find comfort in looking down on all of existence from a place of superiority. You seem like a smart guy. You're seriously going to tell me that you don't see the sense of entitlement in you saying that existence sucks, people suck, the universe sucks, you suck, this is all crap, I hate it all, sits in a corner with a pouty face. I said, come on, man. I'm hoping you get the joke and laugh with me. I'm hoping that you make space for a new perspective in life which shakes up your current model of reality. And even if you don't, it's cool. And I apologize once again for being rude, because I don't know jack shit and I don't have anything figured out. So then the guy responded, and it's all good between him and I. But I thought I would elaborate this further in this video. So here's the response I really should have given to the comment instead of my snarky, wacky sense of humor, which I'm hoping when you guys become more familiar with how I talk, you will see it's all out of love. So first of all, in response to your answer, let me tell you this. Do not for a moment assume that I cannot relate to what you have said. I mean, I'm the guy who would taunt my parents by asking them, did you take my permission before bringing me into existence? Imagine the predicament my poor mother was put in. She fed me, clothed me, nourished me, and all the things mothers do. And I turn around and ask her, why did you give birth to me? And my father went, oh wait, this question is out of my league. So he stayed out of it. And you can't blame them for not having the answers. They did what they thought was best according to their awareness. But the problem persists. The problem being that now I'm here. And then this feeling further deepened into seemingly more complex ideas. Firstly, the state of the world hits you. Our brain is wired to seek out negativity or threats. This is a survival mechanism, and this is why all you see and hear in the news is that the world is on fire. A million tragedies happening every second. Added to that, all the atrocities we commit against each other as humans. Anyone with a little bit of sensitivity and heart will not be able to handle it. Is there a way to process all of the pain and suffering happening right now as we speak, and all of it that has happened in the past? And imagine what terror awaits in the future. And I'm not saying it should be ignored. It's very real. But one needs to understand externally how much we can do, what is in our control to help and fix, and what's beyond it. In our current state at least, how much we can do. But then after that, if you're one of the fortunate or unfortunate ones, this remains to be seen how things pan out for you. But anyway, if you're someone who somehow saw patterns, if you took a step further back than most to see the bigger picture, if you joined the dots and somehow stumbled across something which we call spirituality, which we refer to as spirituality, does all the darkness and nastiness of the world go away? Well, it didn't for me. I can speak for my own unenlightened self. Now, I do see the interconnectedness and deeper aspects to everything. But once again, I was taught ideas like liberation and spiritual growth and all of that. I think I knew what it meant, but I didn't. I only once again conceptualized it. And that made me go deeper into the problem. Now I think I'm a puppet here for some sick voyeur's entertainment. Or the idea of mukti or liberation makes me feel like a rat in a maze, sniffing desperately to find the cheese. How pathetic and indignified even for a rat. So I don't come from a higher place of listen to my wisdom guys because I know better. No, I don't know. It's just that I've gone through this thought process, this torturous thought process, the same as some of you. I have experienced it firsthand. And when I share with you what I'm about to share with you about this predicament we find ourselves in, is something I have directly experienced within myself in some capacity. So I'm not really better off than you are. I'm just another human being, and so are you. Believe me, I see the problem. I've been dealt some nasty cards in life and some good ones. I'm sure some of you have it worse off, some of you have it better, but that doesn't matter because we have to work with what we have been dealt with. You can drown in a pool 10 meters deep or 100 meters deep. It doesn't matter. The point is you're drowning. Call it karma, call it whatever. Whether you like it or not, this is the way it is. This is the reality of the situation. Now, when we come to this realization that this is how it is, the first instinct, even for a so-called spiritual individual, is to treat it like a problem, as a problem to be fixed, a puzzle to be solved. Whereas life is not a problem. And as ignorant as I am, I know this much. If life is perceived as a problem, it cannot be solved. But then you will say, Dharmitra, what is the damn solution? We came here for that and we're still going in circles. And before we go on, I want to take a pause for those people who are watching this video who have no clue what we are on about. Those guys without an existential crisis. Guys, why do I have to be the crazy person on YouTube sharing my existential crisis with you? Well, if the shoe fits, wear it, they say. Anyway, so back to solving the problem of existing, right? So I just want to give you guys some context about where I'm coming from. I understand the pain of longing. You have seen my videos. You know some of my story. And now fast forward through a lot of years of pain, blood, sweat, laughter, and tears. Now what I recommend to you as a solution, in my humble opinion, is to firstly not look at life as a problem to be solved. No, but give your justified defenses and philosophies a rest. I'm telling you, it will work out in your favor. Secondly, in lines with the previous point, drop all your ideas of existence and spirituality, because they will only get in the way of you really living your life. The best way to know what all the scriptures are about, with all due respect to them, is to really live life. Maybe life happened to someone in the most miraculous way first. Then they decided to share it with others out of their compassion and as a guide. And then people like you and I misconstrued it and then fought over it. But let's leave religion for another video. What I'm saying is there is only one way to know life, and that is to live it. Fully, completely, with open arms and an open heart. But then, Dharmitra, you still haven't solved anything. The problems we started with still hasn't changed. And you would be right in saying that. But I do have a solution. I have found the way to be joy. Sounds cliched? Well, yeah, maybe it is, but that's the way it works. If the negative attitude worked, believe me, I would be all for it and I would make a channel which would enhance your depression. The movies in the West love to romanticize the idea of a sad genius, and people love to identify with it. But the problem with that is that that stick gets old really quick and it doesn't get you anywhere. It didn't work for me and it won't work for you. And I'm against toxic positivity. Plastering a smile on your face, that's worse than being authentically sad, to be honest. But as I followed my joy, like a trail of cookie crumbs, one moment after the other, I made a climb. It felt risky. There will always be challenges, but there will always be more joy as well. And the joy yields more life. Life responds to joy and gives back 1,000-fold. No, but there are kids in the world who are starving and there are wars. I know, man. I don't have all the answers. I can't solve all the problems of the world. But I know me being negative is not helping anybody, especially me. I know if I don't like what I see in the world and I want to add more beauty and happiness and all the good things, then it makes sense to start with myself and to enhance all of that within me. Because I can only give to the world what I have. That would be my contribution. And it's not that I don't experience my negative bullshit. I do, just like you. But I choose to enhance and give energy to what I want to grow. And when I do that, something very beautiful starts to blossom within me. So choose to give energy to what you want more of. That will naturally enhance it further. Start with the small things which make you happy. These will produce happy moments. We expand on that. And you can already see where this leads. But the issue is you're identified with your thoughts. Your thoughts are mere icons or symbols referring to parts of reality. Your thoughts have nothing to do with reality. They are your own creation. If you have a distance from them, in other words, you don't think too much about yourself, you don't give too much importance to your thought process because you realize they are just thoughts. If you realize this, your thoughts or your existence itself will not feel like a cage. The entire yogic system is dedicated to this. To understand the reality of existence, beginning with the illusions and the nature of the mind. Look beyond human constructs. And also consider this fact. People do not seem to realize their opinions of the world is also a confession of their character. Now, as I refer back to your comment, you say, I want all created to be destroyed and made one with the Creator, then have an expansive eternal nothing. Only then will there be peace in true nothingness. Who's to say this is not true right now? Just because this nothingness is not there in your experience, you're complaining and whining about it. Get the manager of the universe for this commenter right here. He has a complaint about the fries. Oh, I'm sorry, life. But don't worry. You, along with everyone else, will be sucked into this nothingness. Cheers to that. You and everyone you know will be dust one day. If you're super important, maybe you will be on the pages of history books for a while, but you will be pushed back further and further until you're also forgotten like everyone else. So now while you're here, how would you like your life to be? And my final point about this is very important for you all to hear. After this, I will rest my case. If you saw a painting in an art exhibition and you did not like it, would you ask who the artist is? No, right? But if you fell in love with a painting, you truly saw its beauty in all its shades and colors, you would most definitely want to know who made it. One who is joyful in life, is naturally admiring and in awe of life as it is. And to the one who is in love with every stroke of this masterpiece, the calling of the artist is inevitable. Take care and see you in the next one.
You'll find what you are looking